So Windows Forms, or WinForms, are basically classes that we use to create Windows applications. All of the classes that we use to represent the actual windows themselves and the controls that we place on the windows, these fall under the category of Windows Forms. So if you're building desktop-style applications, you'll be using WinForms. Web forms are used to create web-based applications. So all of these services basically that are exposed through ASP.NET or our web-based interfaces, that really falls into the category of web forms. So our HTML pages and all of our various HTML and server controls, those really fall into the category of web forms. Web services are reusable back-end components that we can plug into any type of web-based application. Actually, it doesn't even have to be a web-based application. As long as these services can be contacted through a network, then you can use them in your application structure. A good example might be Microsoft Passport. Passport, for example, is an authentication service. Now, if you were running, for example, an e-commerce website and you wanted to provide some sort of authentication system, you could actually use Microsoft Passport. Your users would use the Microsoft Passport web service to provide authentication to your website. So that way you didn't actually have to come up with your own authentication logic. You could simply use the services that are exposed by Microsoft Passport. This is actually one of the issues that Microsoft really had in mind when they built the .NET model, is being able to create these sets of services, subscription-based services, that we could plug into our applications and basically make the componentization of software a little bit more reasonable in a distributed model.